Stream health is it lasted for a good 3 minutes though, so I got that going for us. Hey everybody, welcome to Champ and Sons and our series. Let's see how this works out. It looks as though we should be going live right about now, and y'all are well into our zoo at this moment. What you're looking at right now is going to be our smaller habitats that we have at this point. So we've got the little red fur lemurs over here to the right, and then we got the red pandas off over here to our left. Now we did kind of just jump into this one to start. We are a little bit well into the zoo right now. Let me show you some of the things that we've already worked on, so that way you can get kind of a good sense and a feeling of what's been going on with the zoo in previous episodes if you have not seen it. So right here we have our brown bear habitat off to the left, and then we've got the black bear habitat right over here off to our right. And so those spots, those haven't really been touched since the episode, but I do really enjoy the overlook with the lamps and the lighting that we have on it as well. So it came along pretty well. These were the first two habitats put into the zoo. And so I got to say, for the first start of a new zoo, putting in a big animal like that, building around them, I think they worked out really well. Here comes one of them brown bears right outside of their little sleeping cubby. We'd put them away just to hide them from people. Here comes a worker into the habitat while the bear is out. Do not worry, he will not be harmed. I promise you that. Alright, let me see. Let me check one thing. Sorry, this is the first time going live. So trying to work out some possible technical issues at the same time. So don't worry about that. It may be a little slow to start, but we're going to see what we can do to get this thing going. Alright, let me make a couple little minor alterations to some stuff. Alright, we should be pretty decent right now. Now I'm watching the stream on my TV at this moment. It is lagging a little bit, but I'll give it another few minutes. If it still turns out to be like this, then we might need to cut this one short, work on some other things before we actually get into a build, so we can get the zoo brought up and going. Alright, so that was the bears and the small habitats. Here we got a little bitty pond with just some basic statues, nothing special. This was also one of the first exhibits put in. It's just a little walkthrough exhibit. We have a couple of animals in there, and these are the aardvarks. And yeah, they're stressed, but so be it. Get used to it. A little animal stress never hurts. I did turn animal welfare off, so it's not like that's going to have any real impact on anything. Just the same way I don't care that guests think tickets are cheap because they're put in at $3 each. So be it. It's just the way it goes. Now, this was a section I didn't really show too much of in one of the builds. It's just a basic walkthrough, little greenhouse segment sort of thing. And we're going to just dive on in. Basically, that's all it is. It's just some place to sit down and get some shade while, still feeling like you're able to be outside. Whoa, cutting through some trees. The plants of Austin building. This is something that it really doesn't matter, honestly. There's nothing to this except for these couple little stores. The information booth and the Just a Momento. That's there. And now, this was the building we released in our last episode. Like I said, the way the recording system worked, a lot of stuff got cut out because I didn't realize it was actually, not recording after the 2 hours. You lose track in this game. You can spend 2 hours and basically not have very much done. So it's easy to lose track. And this was one of the first times I really made a custom sign right here. I put conservation just because I didn't know what else to put. But I like how it turned out. It makes it look like there is some information there surrounded by these lizard pictures and all that. Now we're going to go ahead and cut down on in to the zoo, or into this building. And I call this the land of the creepy crawlies because that's really what we have right here. Inside this one, yeah, we have the Amazon giant centipede. Let me see if I can find that bad boy. Not that camera, hold on. There is a camera to do. Animal. They're in there somewhere. You gotta take my word for it. Man. Alright. Well, that's the centipede. Now we got scorpions off to our left. Right here we have, what is it, the yellow or brown scorpion? Ooh, I think I see one. Yeah, there he is. There's that bad boy. Just sitting there chilling. There's a couple more up on the rocks in the back here. So, I think these exhibits turned out pretty well. I'm going to go through and put the exhibit information stuff for those of y'all that watched the last episode. I kind of didn't realize what exhibit information versus habitat information TVs there were. So I kind of just kept that going. And so now, just take a look at the right side. Another little thing I'm proud of. It's always the little stuff that kind of get you in this game, I will say. Where is it? There we go. It's the sign that I have built for spiders. I didn't do one for scorpions, even though I have the yellow and the black ones in there. Just because I don't have a scorpion cut out and I'm not nearly artistic enough to actually make one out of the shapes. So, here's the sign for them. And then we've got, in this exhibit, let's see, what is this? The Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. Let's see if I can find him in there. Everybody else is searching for him. Why not me, right? Okay. Not orbit camera, you fool. There's a way to find it. Hold on, I think I know. I think I've got it. Let me open up the animals that we have. Which one is which? Damn. Ah, that's Brazilian Wandering. Here we go. Let me see. No, I ain't changing her damn name. Aha! There she is. Whoop. Yeah, the camera work in this thing is kind of wonky. So it's one of those things that it takes a lot to get used to, and if you have a itchy trigger finger like I do, you kind of go shooting around at times. So that's what those spiders look like. Now we're going to cut on over to come upstairs. Whoop. I'll just raise it up. Alright. So this is where we have our lizards, and it's kind of just a relaxing area. There's nothing major to it. It's really just something that we have for people to come up after looking at some animals, get something out of the vending machine, sit down and chill. And that's what we're going to be working on today, is what do we put right here in this little open area. Sorry if all the swinging makes you a little bit motion sick, but and what is, because I want to put a couple animals, just basically one that kind of runs along this edge right there, and then one that'll come out, to the other side. And mainly just, I think that would just fit perfect, but I can't, you got to be careful with the animal. One, I was really originally thinking of something like a damn buffalo, but you don't want to be sitting up here, having yourself a gulpy soda and some shit out of a vending machine and smell massive deucers being dropped by freaking American buffalo. That just would not be right, and it could actually ruin your afternoon if you ask me. So, This is one little feature that y'all have not seen yet. This is basically my version of what looks like a playground for kids. So, you're there, you got time just to let the kids run around. This is basically where I have it. It gives them something to run up and down, run across the little bridge that I made. And this is definitely going to be work to get better at on these things. There are some people that when they build them, they just look absolutely outstanding. This is not the greatest in the world, but it's pretty dang good for me. I'll give you that. So, I do kind of like how it turned out, but that's more of a play area for kids, and I realize I got to fence this off before that'll definitely be something to do off camera. It's just like this area over here. If you see the big blank area with the black asphalt looking stuff, that is our parking lot. So we have the individual parking lot, and then we have the employee parking lot on that one. And so this is kind of where we are at. So let's take a look at what type of animal should we build right here. And looks like we lost some of the not as smooth right now. Once again, let me see if I can't go through and change that for a minute. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. I don't want to hear that junk. YouTube will be bothering me of no business like that. Alright, so forget YouTube. Forget what that says. We're getting back into it. And originally I had asked about in the last video about what animal should we put right there. After the resounding number of responses, we came down to a decision on a couple, and I'll just pull up our animal trading to kind of let y'all know where I was thinking. If y'all have any different ideas, let me know. Like I said, this obviously cannot be a big animal because you just don't want what comes with a big animal. Like I said before, while you're sitting down eating. I was really thinking something like the giant tortoise, to be honest with you. And, an Arctic wolf, hello. No, not a Baird's tapir. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know, that's how I've heard other people pronounce it. It may definitely not be. If you really know, let me know in the comments how it's actually pronounced, and I'll try to do better. But even if you do, I'm probably not going to do any better than that. The Chinese pangolin, I think that's also what it, yeah. Yeah, pangolin. I had never heard of these bad boys before this game came out, so that's a new one for me. And not a warthog. Yeah, man, there's a ton of animals in here now that I think about it. So scrolling through just ain't going to be the smartest idea. Peacocks are pretty dang noisy, and I'm going to plan on using them for a different area, just so, it'll be more of a walkthrough, kind of like in our other section over there. And so, yeah, I guess tortoises are probably going to be the best. Ring-tailed lemurs are going to be nice, but I'm going to have to separate the wall from the edge of the building over there. So I might put also those, because that is a spot big enough to where I can fit 2 actual habitats in. So let's go ahead and get our giant tortoise. And I'll tell you how I normally build. I know I've mentioned it in other videos. But normally what I do is I'll select the animal, and then once I have him in, I'll build a basic little, habitat for him, nothing outstanding. And I'll bring them into the habitat, and then I'll check out what their stats are, their happiness is with all their surrounding environments, and then I'll kind of move on and build everything into it. So let's see what we can't come up with. So we have Mr. Giant Tortoise DeWood. he's obviously going to be in there. His name is DeWood. And then we're going to give him a couple little lady friends from Bayo. Ooh, Mumina. No, Bayo for sure. Alright. And normally when I build, I like to keep it on pause too. I just don't like everybody running around, and the fact that I think in the short time that this stream has started, we've advanced like half a year in Planet Zoo time. So let me go ahead and get started on this habitat for them, and then I will bring them in here and we'll see what we can do. Alright, not habitat, barriers. There we go. And I hope you like the little bit of tunes that are playing in the background. Really, I put those in. It's just a Planet Zoo soundtrack. It's nothing special. Now I'm putting this pathway in first. One, because I know I'm going to need a door for the staff to get in to put these animals actually in there in the habitat. And so I'm going to just kind of get it going right there. I don't want to connect it to that section immediately. I'm going to build a little bit of a kind of a blinding pathway for it. So everybody going down that path, I want them to go into the section with the insects. And that staff path is only for staff, so I'm going to block it off with probably some fencing over here and just around this portion. So I'll leave some opening probably, and this would be a massive exhibit. So where we're going to be able to, peeps are going to be able to start seeing it, I'm going to have definitely probably a lower chain link fence than what I have popping up over here. So, but first things first, going to have to put in my staff door. Just going with the standard wood barrier. And yeah. Whoa there, buddy. Alright, so these are some of the building tools that can be kind of wonky at times. I keep the length normally at about 14 meters because if need, I can always just shorten it down. And it starts out at about 2 meter height. So if you think about it, 2 meters, about 6 feet tall, that's pretty damn good on the height section. I'm just going to force it around this pathway. That way I can use this as the other, as a fencing on the other side. Now to get it to squeeze in. Oop, too far. This game can be kind of touchy about stuff like that, I will say. Alright, so that's about what I want to keep blocked off, because I want to force people to come this direction, right down this pathway right there. And so if I keep that view blocked off, they'll have to come over this way to even be able to see the animals. And in fact, I may just put in one other little section. Hold on. And if y'all have any ideas on how you want to, on what you would do or how you would change it, definitely just let me know down in the comments. I'll be glad to, listen to anything and see if we can't just get that incorporated here into the zoo at this point. Because I think it'd be really great to kind of get everybody involved, and let this habitat be something for just everybody, not just myself. All right, let me change it up. Chain link. Whoop. Height down to 1 meter. Same thing. Height down. Perfect. Alright. And this is still going to be pretty damn massive for some tortoises. So I think I'm actually going to cut it off right about here. And then we're going to bring it on down. Ooh. Yeah, that's still pretty damn big. It's alright. Yeah, I guess they should be happier with more space, but I'm cutting them off. So I'm going to have to bring... what if I can bring that path around to get to the other animal that I'm going to put in on this side. And I'm not sure if we're going to get that put in today. I'm hoping we can, but no guarantees. Yeah, it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical, but I can live with that. In fact, if I really wanted to, Let's just see if it'll let me move it. It will. Pop her out just a wee bit. Ooh, that may be just a little bit worse the other way. Alright, that looks a lot better. And this section right here, along with blocking it off from people's view, at least I can, also end up building the cover for them. I mean, they are tortoises, so they shouldn't need all that much, but you still want to provide for them. Is all I'm saying. So let's go ahead and let me pull them up, and we will get these bad boys scheduled to be dropped off in our zoo. And right now, I only have one, I guess, animal trading place. I know everything says, hey, you need 2 of them. Or you need one by almost every single habitat. I don't do that. I mean, how many times have you seen 37 vet offices in a zoo? You tell me that one. The answer, never. That's how many times. But let me hit play. What's wrong with this feller? Oh, cannot be released. I don't care. His name's DeWood. He's staying. And give me just one second. Let's watch them kind of run up. These dudes haul butt. Boxed outside for too long. What? What the hell happened to my dude? My man, where'd you go, bro? Oh, get your butt back over here. I know I didn't cut off that path. This is just part of playing the game. This happens. Ah, yeah, he's got it. Yep, see, here he comes. That's an efficient worker right there. All you teenagers, take note, or people who have teenagers, y'all take, where's he going? That's my tortoise. Alright, so this guy that's carrying the tortoise right here, this big ass box, he is not working the way he should be. I'm following him all the way there. You bet your butt I'm going to follow him all the way there. He really isn't. I mean, one, he could have just cut that path off going the other way, but no, chose not to. Foolish, foolish, foolish. That's the problem with workers today. They don't know how to work smarter. Instead, they try to work harder. Ooh, Bayo's already here. She beat her man to the house. All right, let me let this guy get his person dropped off. But see what I mean? He went around the wrong way. And like I said, worked pretty damn hard to bring a turtle to their exhibit, but still, at least he ran. You got to give the thing credit for that, the dude credit for that, man. All right. So like I said, I turned animal welfare off, so all that crap's always going to be at 100. So this is where I go to see really what their issues are. Hard shelter. I don't know why that's at 100. I guess because they're shell. I'm going to end up building them a shelter that runs up right along this corner. It's not going to go much higher than this, so you won't really notice it too much. But yeah, they're definitely getting some built in there. All right, so terrain is inappropriate for this animal. Well, okay, I can make the changes, man. Alright, so first things first, let's go and get our terrain tool open. Painting short grass because it needs more short grass. I'm going to turn the intensity up to 100. One I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to do it around most of this thing anyways. Alright. Trying to walk that right edge. Okay. And now we need some good old-fashioned sand. I'm going to go with a little bit of coarse sand. And a little more ought to do ya. Put a little bit of sandy walkway, kind of leading them right in. Still more sand. Jesus. Nobody liked the sand that much. Hey, if there's this much sand in the zoo, I can already hear my kids going, I don't want to go to the zoo. I'll get sand in my pants or in my shoes. Well, every time we try to go camping, that's all they say. I'll get sand everywhere. I'll get sand everywhere. No fun, no zest for life, I tell you what. So yeah, I'm more than double the size for these tortoises. But I think that's just an overall positive, you know. And that's better for them, and let's face it, that's what we care about. Alright. Covered plants at 100. There ain't no damn plants in here. Have my plants at 100. Minor questions. Don't worry about answering those things. Let's get these over here. Alright. It needs some form of coverage. So we're going to go with some plants. Got to choose continents, Africa and tropical. So we're going to do some filters. Continent. Where's that? Forgot it's alphabetical. So there we go. Africa and biome. Tropical. Alright. So African, lily pad, lotus plant thingies. Let's try some of these palm trees, these little banana palm things. All right, so it works. If an animal doesn't like a plant or tree in its habitat, this thing will be nice and red. So I just like placing them around, just randomly. All right, so there's those. Ooh, a coconut palm. See? Oh, it loves it. These are going to be the happiest damn tortoises ever. I mean, the only other turtles that could ever be happier than these bad boys would be the Ninja Turtles. Capo. Holy Lord, no. Oh my God, those are massive. Alright, abort mission on that one. The rhubarb plant. What the hell? Rhubarb? Don't no one like no damn rhubarb. Watch it. Not even. The tortoise likes the rhubarb. I don't. It's too huge. It's too huge and it makes me nervous. Alright. So. Yeah. Covered. They don't need that much more coverage, really. Ooh, the Scabiolibus. Oh my Jesus. Put a little fella in there. Yeah, they do like those. Alright. Let me turn that little setting off. There's a line to surface setting. I use that primarily for buildings and stuff. What are you doing? It just makes building, especially when you're not using all just straight up building parts that are on a grid, it makes them a little bit easier. Alright. Yeah, they're still enjoying it. I'll give them credit. Alright, tortoises, y'all gonna have yourselves some plenty of roughage to eat. Alright. So there's that. That coverage is pretty good. I want to put in a tree, though. I just feel like they need a damn tree. What? No. Oh, my goodness. Hey, everything, I'll say this. The Planet Coaster and even in the Planet Zoo, obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that, just doesn't seem to truly be within proper proportion as far as the size goes. It makes you think Frontier may be trying to compensate for something. I mean, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. By the way, Frontier, not that you would ever listen to this or see it, just don't get offended by such things. Alright. I think we're pretty good on that one. I can already tell you, we're probably going to go through and change some of this stuff, or at least move it to the outside from where it's at. If your viewpoints are going to be coming here and coming down this way, it makes it kind of hard. Well, no, not really. It makes you have plenty of space to be able to see them. The fact the exhibit's huge for these animals is going to make it a little bit more difficult, Alright. Well, we'll move on to our hard shelter that they apparently already have. This is generally one of the places that I can't say struggle most. I think I did pretty good on some of these buildings, but I would say if there's a gap between people that play this game as far as builders and casual players or someone like myself, I would definitely have to say this is where we start to see that gap come in. It's on the building of basically just these buildings, really. Is that not on the grid? It should be. Ooh, it's not. Wow. Wicked. Oh, that's a wall panel. There we go. But this is generally where we'll start to see the biggest difference between the casual players or some of those guys out there that are really damn good at this game. And you got to give them all the credit in the world, just with how everything that they can actually pull out on these stuff. Because there's some I look at it and I can't see how they do it. I just don't know. And maybe just because I don't have the exact creative mindset for it that some of these guys got. I'll tell you one person I watch more or less recently now, it would be Coaster Monkey Studios has got a playthrough. And, that's one of the things that watching him play and watching some other guys like Dan Creates One, if you've ever seen any of their stuff, if you haven't, definitely look them up. Ooh, that sticks out kind of a lot. Way more than I wanted. But I would definitely say look those guys up. They are incredible at it. Just seeing their stuff made me actually want to get back into playing this game, because it is normally, it's a painstaking, it takes a lot to be able to play it. I'll say that, just because of all the different pieces, all the different sets, everything you can do with them. And those guys make some incredible creations. It really is kind of, you hate to say it, but awe-inspiring with a lot of the stuff that they actually pull out. So let me see what we can't get done here. Alright, so we got some planks. It's not very big, but it's going to take up a lot of pieces. I play on a laptop, so this game is really more for people that generally end up playing on what we're going to do is make it smaller. So if you play it on a PC, I'd probably say gaming laptop's generally not the best tool to use to play the game. So I got to be careful with my piece counts. That's just one of those got to watch type of situations. But I think we should be fine. We go 3 wide just to give them some space. Give them that little bit of that relaxation. And that little bit of that privacy. Alright, slope of 1. I'm just going to get this. I didn't want it to stick up too high. Go like that. And plus, they're tortoises, for God's sakes. How much space do they really need? Danged ingrates, I tell you that much. Alright, so now I am going to go back to those wood panel roofs that we have. Where's my one? I don't want the Arctic one. Let me just cut this off. Wood. Let me see. Curved wood. These corrugated iron ones actually seem pretty nice, but I think I'm going to go with the palm thatch. They've got a lot of palm trees in this thing. I think these tortoises would enjoy this. Alright. So we're going to keep that pretty basic for them. They don't need a whole lot of headroom, So I'll gussy this thing up here in a minute. Let's go and get their bedding put down. So this way it registers it all. I'm gonna choose a damn tortoise out of here, for God's sakes. Aldabra giant tortoise. That's what that is. It's an Aldabra giant tortoise for all of those of you who are curious. Abracadabra. What is that? Why is it shrinking like that? New. Alright. Now they got plenty of bed space for him. You know, she gets mad at him, knocks him around. He can always go to the other side of the little cupboard. And they got plenty of room. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that exterior just yet. We'll touch on that here in a minute. Plus, like I said, they're tortoises. You know, I grew up watching a show about turtles that lived in a damn sewer. You think these two are going to care about trying to do kung fu under that wood thing? Alright, let's get these selected and we can kind of finish up some of the regular detailing to just the actual habitat alone. And enrichment items. So we need food enrichment, toy enrichment. Ooh, we could have been in here with other animals. Oh well, live and learn. Alright, water station. Small. No, I ain't doing no small damn water thing. Alright, so we're going to put one right there. I always like putting these things where people can see them. Just because, you know, that way you've almost got a more or less guaranteed look at these stupid things. You don't want to have a Jurassic Park type of experience where you ride around and, you know, you don't ever see the dang animal until it jumps out to eat you. And so that's where its food will go. Alright. The giant tortoise enjoys a damn dog ball. You got it. And a rubber duck. They don't even have no bath water. What do you need a damn rubber ducky for if you ain't going to enjoy it in the bath? Nobody knows, for God's sakes. Alright. So we'll put another ball because, I mean, we all know how active and how much tortoises love to chase balls around. Ridiculous. Oh, shoot, that's a feeder enrichment. Okay. Well played, Planet Zoo. Well played. Why do we have a fruit spike tree? They can't get to it, but I'm intrigued, so I'm putting it. Once again, right there. I want them to be in prime viewing spot when they're doing stuff like that. So that's why we'll always put those things more around the viewing sections. Custom seizure. Dang. Bayo is taken by customs. This sucks for you. Social. 2. Ooh, I can put one more in. What is this for? Oh, that's where the damn thing is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, live and learn. See, I knew there was a button to find this stupid animal. Alright. So I can put one more tortoise in here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. So I'll finish out some of this stuff on this area first. Oh. There we go. Ooh, interspecies. I can put another animal. African buffalo. No, I'm just kidding. Thing would stomp on the damn tortoise. Zuwina or Mumina. Yeah, she's got a dang surprise thing or prize thing right there, man. That's who we're gonna adopt. Yeah, let's go ahead and send her here to the zoo. Animal market. I don't need that to be open anymore. Alright. Just wanted to hit play so we can get them coming. Now, let me work on this path work. This is always going to make me nervous. I want to go to the standard path. I will eventually probably end up putting some path covers down over these things. What in the hell? Damn, Planet Zoo, what was that all about? Alright. I know what I need to do. Nope, not... Ooh, that actually worked. Okay. Well played. Well played. Thought I was going to have to extend that one out further. Oh, Jesus. 8 meters, I forgot. Alright. Oh, jeez. Alright. Just unclick on that before I do anything stupid. Now, next thing we need here for our good old habitat is going to be some donation buckets. Oh, look at them. They're just zooming all... Wow, that guy's excited. What in the hell? Y'all not see that? He just went jumping up and down like he did something great. Has our other tortoise been delivered? I only see 2 of them. Look at them. Speed racers. Those 2 are. But I digress. Guest facilities. See, I think it's a money thing. Finance. There they are. I'm gonna put one right here. Right here. And that one right there. Actually, you know what? Let me delete that one out. Now we need some edumacation. Here they are. Habitat edumacation board set. Boom. Plop her down right there. Now we're going to come over here. Because eventually this road will tie around to the rest of the zoo, so you never know which way they're really going to go. And I like to have them on both sides. Ah, did you see that? I think they just gave us money. Hell yeah. Dang. These people are giving big bucks, man. $100 at a time. Jesus. I only go to the Austin Zoo because it's like a $7 entry fee. Sure as I wouldn't go if it cost me $100 per exhibit. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, I'm all for conservation and raising money, but jeez. Do it on someone else's dime, thank you very much. So yeah, that's what we've got for the habitat. I think on this next one, let me see. Now, that tree probably could go, in all honesty. Open this up some. Let's clear out some of this foolishness we were doing, just for the sake of doing it. I kind of like the fern there. Let me get rid of that plant. Ooh, that was a double plant. The double entendre. Alright. I think that's actually looking pretty decent. Oh my god, he's back again. And oh. Is he excited just because he dropped off a damn animal? Alright. Oh, that's the wood. That's my dude. My dude, the wood. Has an adequate number. Okay. I wonder if I can fit one more in there. That's what I need to look at. Hold on. One more. Let's try to squeeze one more fat little tortoise in this exhibit. Let's see how it goes. Is this still my aardvarks? Okay. Aardvarks, they're still stressed. Poor little fellas. And it doesn't say what they're stressed over. It just says they're stressed. You know, and I ain't sending no damn aardvark to no dang therapy to get work on it just so they can become unstressed. I ain't doing it. Alright. Last one coming in. I picked one that if this is too much, I'll be able to get rid of her real quick. Yeah, it sounds really good when you say it like that, but it's the truth. Oh, here comes the zookeeper. He doesn't even have an animal. Or she doesn't. What are you doing? Inspecting habitat. That's all they're doing. Exiting habitat. That's what they do when they inspect it. They come in and they jump up and down. Jesus. If zoos were like that in real life, that'd be just poor animals. Nothing. There'd be no good animals left if that was the case. I did my job. I walked in. I jumped up and down just like I was trained to do. Is that not right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Alright. See, I still have a lot of path work in there that it wants to connect to. This is staff only, so technically I could do it, and you wouldn't see much of an impact on it. But I just don't want it to do that. Alright, I'm just going to run the staff path down here. Is that going to run all the way down there? Probably not. Oop, need to pull that back open. Oh, the tortoise is back. The tortoise is back. Let me just get that going. There we go. Oh shit. Turn off angle snap. I want to try to keep them as close to that as I can. No, turn off that. Align to grid. This will be the main path. We'll have a couple exhibit stuff over here. So let me connect, once again, these staff paths up. So that way they have some way to get to where. Boom. All right. Now we need another little habitat. This is one I am going to run just in this little square section right here. So they're pointing at my computer screen like y'all can see that. Just at this little section right here is where I'm going to run this one too before we kind of turn off for this habitat. Alright. No, not habitat. First we need to figure out what animal we're going to do. That's key number one. Figure out the animal that we have. And we've already got two stressed out aardvarks, so definitely don't want them anywhere around. Not American bison. I do want to put some bison in here somewhere, and I'm definitely going to. Baird's tapir. The bad boy's got potential. Man, that's a tough one. I think the Chinese pangolin. Let me just see what the bongo. Oh my god. Let's see the Zootopia info on the Baird's tapir. Ah, it's endangered. How lovely. First thing that pops up. Natural habitat. Most of Central to South America. Has zero climate. It needs some water. Okay. Okay, I think we can do this. 430 meters squared. The tortoise is 580 something. Alright, I think we can definitely do this. So here's what I'm going to do first, right? Is I need to mess with the land a little bit. I'm going to just put a water border going right around there. No, damn, 1, 4, 3. It's probably the best. Alright, so it's starting to rain. Let me hit pause real quick. Just let the rain play through. See, look, I'm already in year 8. Like, oh my goodness. How time flies, I tell you what. And let me see if I can't do the little box section. Oh, what a 4 by 9. 4 by 4. Nah. I'm going just a regular raise and lower tool. Yeah, it's processing a lot with that rain pouring down. And the reason I'm putting in the water in right here, 1, this animal has an actual water requirement. But 2, I wanted to do one thing I didn't do on the last habitat was the it's just a regular fencing border. I like doing those. I couldn't tell you who the first person I watched do it was. Probably someone like Mass Bandit or somebody. But I think those just look pretty cool, and honestly a lot better than what you see right here at the chain link fence. Yeah, speaking of that, I may go back and actually change that up and get rid of that part and just make that a natural barrier before the end of this thing. So let's go and put some water in, obstructed. Now I am going to have to smoothen this stuff out, right? So when I say smooth, I mean this little incline right here. Smooth it out. I don't know if they're going to be able to actually run into that, but hell, we'll see. We'll make changes as we have to. Alright, now here's how I normally like to stop those things. So let's go ahead and go not to habitat but to barriers. You guys got to have your little gate set up. I'm going to put the gate set up just right here. And once again, like I said, I'm going to keep the wood. Let's do that so I can grab it and drag it over here. I like the wood. It helps kind of show them off and keeps things blocked from the back. Alright. So what we're putting down right now is the natural border. I guess when I say natural in terms of it can't be seen type of natural. You know what I mean? Wait, why is it doing it like that? What in the hell? Fine, I tried to curve you around. You didn't want to. Still doesn't really work how I want it. I'm gonna go with the straight ones. If anything, I'll just make it really small chunks to make it fit. And I'm gonna get it right up close to the pathway. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, whoa, 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 that's way too close there, buddy. No, it's not. It really isn't. Alright, so it's gonna drop that down, and I think I can should be able to extend that out to where I want it to end, which is right around I'm going to say here. Now I'm actually going to go with man, I want to put kind of a rock wall ending, but this isn't a very large habitat. Actually, you know what? Forget it. We're extending this bad boy out even further. There we go. So this will be one of the last ones. So, yeah, I know exactly how I'm going to stop them from escaping. And that's one of the funnest things that I enjoy doing here with the Planet Zoo. And I never really enjoyed it too much before with Planet Coaster and all that. But the rock formations, I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy them. Let me get back to our terrain tool. Get back to, I wonder if I can just find the foundation, if that'll do it. I did not do it. Not at all. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Look at that. It's not letting that happen at all. Interesting. Most peculiar. Alright. So, now we're going to have to put in some fencing here, but this is fun Sandy's friggin' stress still. Get over yourself. This is what I was going to talk about. What I really enjoy doing is rock walls and all that good old-fashioned business. Let's see. Rocks. Here we go. Ooh, these are some newer ones I haven't seen. Aquatic faux rock stuff. What the hell is that? Oh, that's for the aquatic pack. Okay. That is also something we're going to put in. I'm going to have a area for some penguins and polar bears. And then I'm also looking at putting in a seal and otter exhibit. At least the otter. The seal I'm not so sure about. Just because that's more, okay, I can't say that's more beachy. This is like an Austin Zoo when I'm putting a, well, never mind, I can say that. Putting a polar bear in it, polar bear would have damn well fit in a good couple weeks ago, no problemo. Look at that, it's been raining for a month almost in this game. Oof. Alright, a little too big. You know what, now I can sink that bad boy down some. So that is a null barrier or invisible barrier, however you want to look at it. And essentially what we do is we'll run around and get this stuff blocked off. Now, at one point I was concerned about, hey, this stuff looks pretty damn fake whenever you see it. But then I started thinking, it is, most situations, it is going to be horrifically fake. And by that I mean, one, most of these rocks are not natural, right? They're not going to be naturally found in these areas. And even if they were, to actually move them would be an incredible cost that, man, I would hate to think how much somebody would pay. I started looking at some exhibits online on Google and all that stuff just to see what, was being thrown out, what some possibilities were and all that. And it's dawned on me that, man, a lot of those things look pretty damn fake. And that's okay for them to look fake, as long as they can't climb out. That was, it is fake. That's the point. It's not supposed to be 100% real. And so that's why I don't really worry about how fake it looks anymore at this stage of the game. What I am going to do, however, is I need to extend my path out first and foremost. That's staff only. Just run it right along there. Sharp turn for some reason. Right along there. and there. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, so there's that section. Now, to close this pathway off over here, what would be a good kind of backdrop for them? I'm going to hit pause now that it's not raining. Still, both of them still stressed. Damned ingrate aardvarks, I tell you what. Sushi. Nice. Let me go ahead and we'll pull out some of our construction tools. Let's take a look. Not so much at walls. I mean, yeah, obviously you need some walls, but these are the pieces right here. And this is what some people can build with that just makes some amazing, amazing stuff. Alright. So we have the wood plank, which I definitely don't mind. Huh. There we go. Alright. And idea, you need to stick right alongside or inside of this little line right there. So that is actually kind of perfect with where it's at. I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Alright. Now to kind of seal this bad boy off. Ooh, looks semi-fancy. Let's drop her down in. And once again, this could have proved to be totally futile. Alright? It just really could, because these things may be able to climb out of here. And if they are, I'll just end up going back and changing the exterior of the habitat. Make life simple. Oh, you idiot. I knew that was going to happen. Alright. Here we go. Just join all of these together. Now. Oh, you fool. There we go. There it is. Much better. Let me turn this angle lock off so I can kind of get this stuff situated. You want to always follow it right along with the boundary line, especially if you're doing one like this. Just because if you don't, and once the animal gets in there, it's gonna have some pretty easy ability to escape out, or it's gonna show that, hey, this gap is wide open here, man. You didn't do nothing to stop this. What kind of zookeeper are you? Like, I'm not a dang zookeeper. I'm playing a damn video game. I don't need to have this much stress in my life for a dang video game. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. Beautiful. Runs perfect. Now, just got to keep going. Alright. Let me rotate this thing around. Shit, forgot to put on the angle lock, which I'm going to have to turn off in just 1 second. See, I don't have to follow right here inside of that, but or even onto the path. What I do have to do is at least stay within that blue line. Just going to get that one done. Alright, now we're just going to follow this thing the rest of the way. Pretty much all the way over to our rock wall. And I know, I'm going to have to do some dressing up of it. I can already tell looking at it. I kind of like it, to be honest with you. But at the same time, it seems like, this type of fencing may seem just a wee bit out of place. So, if y'all know of a different idea, or if you play the game and you can think of anything different that we could use to kind of match this area, I would say definitely just let me know down in the comments, and we will get that done working. And I'm more the builder for the average player, right? I'm not your rock stars. I'm not your Coaster Monkeys, your Dan Creates, your Mike Sheets. Those guys are the rock stars of this game. The things that they can do and pull off. I'm your average one, okay? That's who I build for. It's like in Tommy Boy, he's like, I'm a hard-working man for the hard-working person. Way to go, you. That old commercial from Tommy Boy with Dan Aykroyd. Great movie. Definitely need to watch it if you haven't already. But that's what I build. I'm the average builder for the average builder. You know what I mean? That's how I operate. That's okay. I definitely get better with every single one of these builds that I do. And so as long as we always enjoy it and that motivation is actually there, it's a big thing, right? And it's just really fun. It's exhausting, but it's fun. I should be able to just run this right along that ground and finish that off. I'll need at least one more. That's okay. In fact, I know what I'm going to do. Just do that. Oh shit, I forgot that's what that was. Ooh. Make sure it doesn't stick out. Alright, so there we go. Now, there was one thing I wanted to try with some of these rocks that I had seen. Rock step, rock step. Damn rock step. Let me see. No. It's probably... Man, where would that thing be at? I don't know if someone had built it, but it looked like they had... The Frontier had finally put in basically what amounts to fake waterfalls in. And it just seems like that would have been something that was there, but maybe it's around here. Oh. What? In the hell? Oh. We got wood turned on. Turn that crap off. Base. No, it's not one of those. Planners, statues. Special effects? Maybe? Where's this? Waterfall cliff formation. Where's that look? Holy Lord. Look at that bad boy. Four by four. Jesus. Although, if I play my cards right, I can make this sort of work. You know what? No. No, I cannot. Ambiance. What the hell is ambiance? Never seen that one before. Okay. So no, that's not going to cut it. Plus, I can't even get water to run over there for some reason. Guess that's what I get. Oh, maybe the path. I don't know. Something about it. I just didn't want to go over there. So, we're going to keep that up. Now, my plans for this zoo... Let me just stop real quick and go over that so you kind of have an idea of what we're going with. All the way over here is going to be more forested area, just trees, some nature stuff, because this road that comes right back here is going to come around and come into a neighborhood, basically, of houses and streets. They're going to be off over in this corner. So I don't want to get too close over there, and trust me, it seems like there's a long way between this house and that tree, but in reality, it ain't all that long. So I'm going to start building up some bushes around here to kind of cut that off so we can form this road that I got marked is going to basically cut between these two trees. and kind of circle to the back right around in here. Now as we get to some of the animals like the big cats, lions, tigers, and all that, we're going to need a lot of space for those. So all of that stuff, our polar bears, our penguins, is going to basically take up till that tree line. And then on this side is where we have our safari ride. Basically, I don't know if I'm going to make it from that tree line back down, but that's probably where it's going to go, from here back down. And so that's what we're looking at doing. So that's why I'm going to kind of cut this off at this rock wall and just start filling in some trees and everything right around here behind it to make it look like this was at least built into it here. So all right, let me finish this bad boy up. Let's get our two animals in cha. Oh, I didn't actually get any. Damn it. Bastards. This may be all wrong. And if it is, it wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. I'll just have to do it again. Alright. Oh, he's a lover. He's not a fighter. Little feller. Tortoise got a little heart next to him. He's a nice little fella. Let's go get him. She's got a damn gold medal, and she's a lover, not a fighter as well. So let's go and get her teeth. And let's take a look at the marketplace. We'll send both of these to the zoo. And we'll see how we did as their delivery is now scheduled. Let me take a look at the Zoopedia for them while I'm thinking about it. Beards, tapir, Belize, Colombia. Okay. Grade 2, greater than 1 meter. Oof. We'll see. 1 to 2. Okay, well that's what we got. I ain't adding any more. And then I can't believe they don't like to climb. Is the largest land mammal in Central America. Ooh. It is kind of interesting when you start looking at them, though. Fun fact number 2, the closest evolutionary relative of the tapir is the rhino. Well, no wonder the damn rhinos have fallen off the map. I mean, besides illegal hunting and, mass killing them, I gotta say, the fact you're related to an animal called the damn tapir or tapir, that's probably why you're going. A group of tapirs is known as a candle. These are got to be the least threatening animals I think I've ever heard. Tapirs are important seed dispensers in their environment due to their varied diet and wide-ranging foraging behaviors. Oh, okay, so they deuce gold is what that's trying to say. They deuce gold. Alright, now number 5, tapirs are excellent swimmers and spend a large part of their day in water. That I did not see coming. So let's get this thing. Let me just take a look. Holy Lord. Okay, that is kind of big. Alright. Now that we got it in, here's what I gotta do. I gotta see this animal's traversable area. Look at that. Beautiful. We have blocked her off. It's got spots to go in. It can walk. Gots to love it. Gots to love it. Alright. Now let's start building this. Oh my God. It ain't big enough? What? Alright. I can fix that. Maybe. Wow. Shocker. Actually, no. That's a tough call. Oh, it just needs more land area. It's got way more than enough water. Alright, I can fix her. Terrain. Flatten to surface. Flatten the foundation? Look at that. Nothing. Still nothing. I don't get that stuff. Alright, well, you're just going to have to live in a small-ass habitat. Okay? That's just where you're forced to be for now. Alright, I'm tired of the goddamn rain. Is that no other conditions? Yes, that's exactly what that is. Alright, now it's not raining anymore. Alright, let me at least get the grass and shit done. We'll have to extend this side out a little bit. Alright. So, terrain painter. We need some short grass. I'll put the short grass over here. Short grass. Now we need lots of soil. Soil this bad boy up. Thing ain't gonna know what hit it with so much damn soil around. Come on, it's almost there. Almost there. Get rid of the long grass. Boom. You may not have enough space, but your terrain is at 100%. Am I kidding? I'll take it. Alright, environment. They have 0 plants and 0 coverage in this thing. Well, obviously. So, let's start now with getting this bad boy up to date. I'm going to go ahead and do our filters, South and Central America. Okay, your biomes is going to be grassland, tropical, oh, so 3 completely different ones. Okay. No, make life easy for me. That's what I want. All right, so here we go. Hey, more banana palms. Forget banana palm. We're going with a cow palm. Hey, they like it. Nice. I don't like it though. It's it. Alright, let me get you back over here to plants. Oh, these trees are huge. Look at that bad boy. I can sink it down, just cover up the whole damn thing. But I ain't gonna do that. I think it's massive, man. Oh, that's the sap. Okay. Way to go, Frontier. No, that makes total sense. Let's go to from this massive giant to this little pissant tree. Really? I'll remove it later. Let's see what else we can put in. Common reed strip. I wonder if I sink that bad boy down and we turn her just a wee bit. It's not like this thing can climb in there anyways. Not from right here at least. You see, we still get the credit for having it in. A little bit of game mischief for you. Oh man, that's pretty funny. Sorry, the one comment just caught me off guard. Let's face it, I'm not used to seeing comments, whether in my recorded ones or this being the first time live. So I thought it was pretty funny seeing that one that he put in. For anybody curious, I do know who that is because, let's face it, most of my viewers, probably my family. For those of you who are not, thank you very much for watching our content. And if you haven't hit subscribe already, please do so. And if you do like this video, or you would prefer to see the speed build type stuff, let me know down in the comments, and I'll definitely work to make any changes to it that we can for these. Water. Oh, that's a water plant. Oops. But I definitely like to get people involved in it and get some different ideas flowing through. It really does just make things overall that much better. Oh my God. Look at that thing. Wow. There's Wimba tree. These things are just gigantic. I wouldn't feel comfortable even putting that in the damn forest. It's like it belongs in Lord of the Dang Rings or something. Alright, a little yellow feller. Let's see. And this is just one of those things. I think I know. No, I still can't use. One of the things I normally like to do is I take plants from other, basically the biomes and all that, and I'll take them and I'll just sink them down in to where you don't see a whole lot of the tree section. And so it looks like a pretty nice ass little bush right there. And it makes things kind of dressed up and looks pretty good, but, and I mean, it's not like they're going to care that the welfare and all that stuff's turned off. These things are technically going to be happy regardless. So I guess I could do that. I just don't want to. Let's put another one right up here against the edge. Alright, I kind of like that. Let's see. Coverage. They definitely need some form of tree in here. Ooh, a holly tree. Now we're talking. A regular looking tree, damn it. Shade up that corner. I'm also going to shade up here because I'm going to put their little hardcover area right there behind. So you're not going to see much coming from there anyways. So yeah. Alright, so now we got those in. Let me go ahead and just double check. Amazon water lily. Nah, I'm good. Alright. Brazil nut. Sapling, you're out of here. Let me go ahead and get ready to build. So we're going to build their little hardcover roof, or hardcover section now. I think we can do it this way. So we are going to go wooden on a good majority, but and just to help out with the placement of it, let me just do this real quick. So I can go basically two. Do a little 2x2. Or 2x1. So I know where they're at. Alright, now let's pull up the post. Wooden beam. And so this is where normally I'll put on a line to surface. Right? Just so this way I get them all set up on the same axis. And I think it just works out that much better. I didn't turn on my stupid stuff. Angle lock. Nope, not what I wanted. Oh my god. Alright. Now, These are some pretty big ass animals, but I don't think they need all that much if they can be withheld. Oop. One gun there. And gun there. I'm actually going to have to turn this building here in a second. See how it's at an angle compared to the rest of the habitat. So, angle lock off. And boom. That should do. Now we construct again. Alright. There are... Let me see, where were they? No, it wasn't those things. Is that recolorable? It is, it is, it is. So I'm going to recolor that. I'm going to go darker gray. And then the same darker gray there. That's not really looking how I want it. Not decals. Definitely not archways. I think it was in the Australia pack these things came out. Or maybe the aquatic pack? Interesting. Really? Damned. I could use those. Where in the hell would they be at? Lettering? What the hell's lettering? Ooh, they have a whole section for that now. Ah, brand new. Just learned that. Alright, well, first things first. Messed that one all up, just saying. Alright, I know I've seen some covers or something that I can just recolor that look pretty damn good. Once we make them all the same color. Just don't know where they're at. Just don't know. So we're going to search for these bad boys together. Because we are in this one together, ladies and gentlemen. That was quick. Wall sign? No, maybe it's in the pathways or cover section or something. Oh my god. Man, I really can't find it. I'm going to have to just go with something else for now. Yeah, that's just what I'm going to have to do. Well. Let's go back to our construction page. Come back over here. And I'm not going to... I was going to go with something if I could make the coloring of it look right, but I just can't. Arctic. Ooh, is that it? Recolorable? They are. Now we're getting somewhere. Wall decorate, aluminum. Hell yeah, that's a great thing to put down. Some aluminum damn siding for these tapirs. No, they're already related. They're already. Is this it? I think this was. Let me see. Gray. Don't question my color choice. That was not it. Maybe that was it. Aha! Here we go. I am a genius. I knew I'd find it sooner or later. So first things first. Got to get these bad boys flat. Then we get it raised up. Moved over. Now I turned off that just so I just want it to have the slightest of increase, you know. I don't want it to be too much. Just a little bit. And now move it up. Move her over. A little higher up. I'd rather start at the top there. Oh, put it right then. Alright, let me make sure. Yes, beautiful. I'm gonna just drop that right there. That looks like it cuts right along that angle. So I'm gonna keep that at. Now, let me see these. There's some wood pieces that I think will go pretty dang well right there in those center sections. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. That looks good. I like it. And just slide it on over right there. And I'll move it right there. And we'll get it back on the other side right there. Copy and paste. That's what a lot of Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster can be. Lots of copy and paste. Alright. Oof. Yeah. Let me slide these over just to get that little seal up on there. Nope, kind of sticks out. I gotta just work on that angle, but I think that can do. Now, let's see. Oh, that's what I was just working with, wasn't it? Let's come over here. Let's take a look. I know we got some small round beams. This will do. So we do have it right there in the corner. I can still manage this a lot better than trying to eyeball it from that corner right there. There, we got it in there. And we drop it down just a little bit. We bring it to each side. Back. And just a little bit more right there, about that halfway mark. Beautiful. Alright, we've got those things in. Now, man, I probably should. That makes me nervous to see how lined up these things are. You know what I mean? Why did that get selected? Yes. Grid size. Do. That's just the angle they're at, but yeah, because they're running right along there with that wood. The paneling, because you got to remember that's not set perfectly off to the side, so it's going to vary a little bit. So I'll just keep those things out, make my life easier. And now we're going to put some bedding down for the Mr. Tapirs, not for the tortoise. B-A-I-R. Not what I'm looking for. Species. There it is. Extra large. That's right. Alright, so there's that in there. Now, exit out of that. I like how that one turned out, actually. That's pretty simple and basic. They didn't need anything too extensive. Once we get, like the bears, how they have over there, with their section, you know, they have some big time covers built up underneath that decking. And, well, they're bears and they're just way cooler. I mean, let's be honest. You know, when you go to the zoo, who wants to go see the bears versus the tapirs? I mean, come on now. That's all I'm trying to say. I need to put in some food for these bad boys. Large ass food trough right here. And water. I don't need to have really two of them, or one of each, mainly just because, well, there's only two of these things that are in here. But also the viewpoints for the peeps is only right here along this path. You know, the other path that we use, that is a staff only. So it's not like the peeps can go down that way. No heavy? No leady? No likey? Okay. Fine, idiot. Alright. Boom. That's going to go there. Toy enrichment. They too like the rubber duck. Well, I'll be damned. Alright. We're going to put in some box. Gotta go with the rubber duck. Just have to. I mean, how could you not? And a rubbing pillar. Not sure what they need a rubbing pillar for, you nasty things. It's obstructed apparently. It's not obstructed right there. Okay. Rubbing pillar it is. Alright, stud book. 2 parents. I don't have breeding turned on right now. Once I get more into the zoo, then okay, yeah, I probably will, but definitely do not have it on right now, and I don't plan on putting it on at this point. So, let me just put in some foliage real quick, and we will actually end up being done for the evening. Alright. No, I don't care about that. Because this isn't, I mean, technically I think the foliage or trees and all that come around habitats does have an impact. Oh my god. But it's not something that I really worry about all that much. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see the need to stress out about that. It's not inside the habitat. I'm not gonna. I take the time to put it in that fits, but other than that, let's get it going here on this backside. Cut off some of the view for the house, for our insect house, our lovely, lovely insect house. And I'm fine if these seem a little bit manicured on this side, because it's really, in an ideal world, they would be. You wouldn't have just wild bush right around. Out here, it's going to be a little bit more crazier with the types of trees that we have, the layout of them. Get some of these in. And so, yeah. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to put just some, natural wildlife stuff here as far as trees and rocks go, or if I'm going to fill that in with an animal. I don't know it needs to go here either. This is where I might start leading into building the stuff for my otters, and I'm going to put possibly the seals, not because they need a bunch of space, but I need to do a lot of terrain work to get those things in, and so that'll give me that opportunity to kind of do that there. So, all right, everybody. I do want to definitely thank y'all for joining me in this one. I had a good time. I hope y'all did too. And definitely remember, if you have not hit the subscribe button, to go ahead and hit that button right down there to subscribe to our channel for all of our content, because I will be firing up Planet Coaster here again soon. And if you did like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It really does help out the channel, and we do greatly appreciate it. Very much so. And other than that, everybody, I want you to have a good weekend and a good evening. And I will see y'all the next time here at Champ & Sons Gaming. So as always, everybody, stay safe and, well,